Hello there. I just wanted to come on and briefly speak to and reflect on this earthquake that just hit Russia on July 30th. This 8.8. And first off, just to really hold space and witness the people of Russia there and the surrounding areas who were hit by this massive energy release of our Earth Mother, the trauma and the fear, the destruction that this has caused to those people. So witnessing and acknowledging them and I'm in California, so I know earthquakes, but I don't know an 8.8. That's massive. What I really wanted to kind of bring to the table is this, almost bringing these different threads. And I know there's been a lot of activity in that area of the Rim of Fire in the Pacific. So there were these earth-speaking warnings. And then there were those 5 beluga whales that washed up on the shore. The whales speaking this communication that something is coming, something is changing, something is going to give to bring in that change. What's curious too is on July 30th, before this earthquake happened, I was seeing these different, I guess we could say light workers, people who are very energy sensitive that I follow online, speaking to this sudden intensity of energy, plasma coming in from the sun, from our greater universe at large. And this sense, the message of it being a reset. It's very interesting that then a couple hours later, this happened. This earthquake. This Earth Mother speaking to us. And what's curious too is this earthquake also had this tsunami warning that that went to a whole lot of places. That eastern tip of Russia, all the way down into Los Angeles, San Diego, California, which is even south of that, we had this tsunami warning or alert. And I found myself at the beach yesterday. And what I want to bring in here too is this curiosity. Some of us really are earth workers, earth keepers. And I've noticed that for the past several years that especially me and my children get sent on these little mini missions. Sometimes they're big missions. Sometimes I'm actually in a place where something has happened, is happening while I am there. And sometimes I'm there before, or sometimes I'm there after. It's all, again, totally divinely orchestrated. But I'm aware that this is what happens. And yesterday we went to the beach before the earthquake, before the tsunami warning, and I just knew I had to go to the beach, even though I was tired and I really didn't feel it. And I practically had to like pull Eric out of the door, like he was not having it. But I was like, no, we have to go to the beach today. And last summer we were there like every week. This summer it's like once or twice a month if we're lucky. But I was like, no, I have to go today. And I could feel the energy coming, and I knew it was intense. And I just knew I had to get my feet in the water. And now, knowing what's happened, I'm also like, I needed to be present and to be in the water and to help hold the space of and with this water. And even Eric did go into, it wasn't even, usually we're like fully in the water and we're swimming, but not this time. Not this time. This time it was really just this more stillness and being present. And I was there as well with, there was another homeschooling family, a mom and her little 4-year-old son. And what was so beautiful is this little boy wanted to go in the water. And the mom was like so surprised, because she's like, he's terrified of the water. He doesn't want to go anywhere near it. He'll start crying if he goes near this water. And all of a sudden, this moment, this day, he was like, I want to go in. And I mean, we're talking, not really in. He was like up to his shins, his knees, right? Little 4-year-old boy knees. So not very far, just in the surf, right? And he was just having a ball of being in this water. And it came to me today, actually, while I was in water, I was showering, and I was like, oh, this is more of what's happening. This, again, this synchronicity, this unknowing that we are being called, our energy, our presence, to hold, to be, to witness. And it's hard to see because the weaving itself is so big and it's so vast. And our current society and culture just tells us, oh, that's coincidence that you just happened to be at the beach several hours before this earthquake happened and there was a tsunami warning. That's just a coincidence. Or it was a coincidence that I was in Yellowstone when they had the 100-year flood and we were evacuated. Or just a coincidence that I was in Texas a month before the devastating floods happened there. And I haven't been in Texas since I was it's been at least 25 years since I've been in Texas. So again, this is not coincidence. This is being called by the earth, by our shared mother, for those of us who are still and quiet enough that we can listen. And then we can see this greater divine plan and unfolding. Just like the mother I was there with yesterday, where she has no idea. And yet now I'm like, wow. And I could feel this child was sensitive. He was not. He was a little boy. He is a special little boy. I could feel that in his energy. And I was like, oh yes, this child intuitively knew that this was the day to go in that water and to be in joy and to just kind of imbue that joy, that complete presence these young children hold. And he wasn't just playing in the ocean. He was there with me, helping to hold the frequency and the energy. So I just want to put that out there as a thought, as reflections. Have you experienced something like that, where you felt called and you're just like, wow, I really am at the right place at the right time, even if it's for something that you don't even know why yet, or you may never know at all. So again, just deep honoring and support for those people who are being greatly affected. Sending love and love to the earth as she is going through great changes and her own rising of consciousness and transformation. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.